morning. Welcome to Applied Communication in Policing. This is for diploma. The code is POLD, POLD-ACP11. Assignment-based contact classes. My name is Elizabeth Chimaza and I'm your tutor. Welcome to the Applied Communications in Policing, Module 1. The code is POLD-ACP11 in particular. I'm your tutor for Applied Communication and I will mark your assignments as well as the examination for this subject. I wish you all to be hardworking, dedicated, and self-driven students in this course. This presentation will cover the assignment questions. General guidelines on writing academic assignments will be explained. Instructions and information to candidates. Pay attention to the module outcome. Read your question carefully before attempting to answer them. You are required to write neat and clear work. If possible, type your assignment. The font for all typed assignments should be Calibri body, size 12, spacing 1.5. Before you submit the assignment, make sure that all your answer sheets are stapled together securely. In case you have some challenges with questions, call me provided you have read your work. Please consult various sources for more information. Let's look at the subject overview. This module serves as a firm foundation for the other modules. Throughout your career, you'll be required to describe events in English in your own words. Grammar refers to the study of or the rules for forming words and combining them in sentences. These rules must be applied to enable you to express meaning. Punctuation marks can be seen as road signs. Just as this sign tells you when to slow down or stop, so punctuation tells you how a line should be read or understood. Always remember that if a punctuation mark is not doing anything useful, it should be avoided. Tenses are used to show which event or action comes before others. The verb indicates the time of the action. Combining sentences clarifies meaning, groups related ideas together, and cancel unnecessary detail. Learning exit outcomes for this module. Upon completion of this module, students should be able to explain various theoretical approaches and concepts to organizational communication, analyze and apply various organizational communication topics to the policing environment, discuss the significance of theory in organizational communication. Assignment question. These assignment questions are based as they appear on the tutorial letter for 2017. Here are the following questions. Section A. This is a multiple choice section where you choose the best option to answer the question. Read all the answers carefully because some answers will appear to be correct. Multiple choice questions are very tricky, so tackle them carefully, please. Section B, question 1. Define communication. Define the term communication. It is best to use your own words when defining. Try by all means not to copy word for word from the study guide. Give scenarios to help you answer the question. Question 2. Describe the various styles used by management in communication. Provide detailed features of various styles used by management in a logical sequence, using numbers and headings and proper sentences. It is not necessary to discuss the subject by referring to arguments for and against. Question 3. Explain the several major elements in the process of communication. In your module, if you go through the module carefully, you are going to find a section where it explains the seven major elements in the process of communication. What you basically need to do here is you read and you understand, and then you write the 7 major elements in the process of communication in your own words using examples. Question 4. Define and differentiate internal and external communication. First of all, in this question, you need to define what is internal communication and what is external communication. And then you go on to write the differences between the two. When you're writing this question, please try by all means to put your answer in a table form. For example, you can first put a table where you write all the internal communication, the differences of the internal communication, and then you go on to write the differences of the external communication. Question 5. Distinguish between formal and informal communication and give examples of each. Here you just basically need to distinguish between, that is, give differences, show us what is formal and what is informal communication with the aid of examples. Soon after that, you are asked to write an article which is, the topic is mercy killing. Mercy killing is about to be legalized in your country, and the police as a department is totally against this proposal. Write an article that will be placed in a newspaper expressing your police department's view. You can use the following in your argument. Mercy killing is not only a crime but a sin. You should have the right, you don't have the right to take someone's life. It leads to hallucinations and it's not worth it. Use at least 200 words. So you don't have to write more than 200 words. Please pay attention to your grammar, spellings, and punctuation marks. Your introduction, your body, and conclusion should be written clearly. Question 6. Name the barriers of communication and in your own words discuss each barrier of communication. So basically, list the barrier of communication, and on each barrier of communication, you give me an example. For example, if you list a physical barrier, if you say number 1, barriers of communication is physical barrier, you need to give me an example of a physical barrier. If you say language barriers, you also need to write examples of language barriers. Question 7. Differentiate between the basic type of communication and give at least 3 examples. So give the differences of the basic type of communication, and you give at least 3 examples for each. Section C. List all generic elements of a business letter. You list what are the generic elements that are found in a business letter. Discuss the flow of compiling a report. So the flow of compiling a report is, what are the headings and in which order do the headings of a report come? And another question is, what is the purpose of a memo? And then you need to draft the sample memo. Assignment cover page. Write your student number, surname, and name of on the space or column provided correctly. Note the subject code must be correct. For example, POLD-ACP11 is as well as the subject name. Fill in all the required information to make sure that the assignment cover page is correctly completed. Common errors made by students. This is writing the wrong subject code on the cover page, providing the wrong student number, papers not stapled tight and some pages get lost, copying or photocopying other students' assignment and submitting as your own work, making copies of the study guide and submitting. Instruction and information to candidates. What should you do in this assignment? Provide sufficient answers, meaning do not write too little or too much. Also check the mark allocation to determine the length of your answer. Try by all means to use your own words and refer to your own experience. Make sure your statements or ideas make sense of what you intend to say. Good luck with the assignment. and do not hesitate to contact me should you experience some challenges in completing the assignment. My cell phone number is 0817-356-991 and my email address is zabe.chim@yahoo.com. And good luck again in this assignment.